Hey guys, welcome back to today I've got for you the first episode of a new series on the channel called The Joint Account. Now, I'm going to explain the concept of this series in just a second. You see in this pack we open here, and we are going to pull ourselves a very nice Egyptian player, right winger, of course it's Mohamed Salah. So anyway, the concept of this series is the account me and George are running this year, should we say. We're not putting too much focus onto our main accounts. We do have main accounts obviously, but we're not really using them. We've decided we're going to use the joint account together as where all the money goes. Now the reason this is beneficial is because obviously both of us making a lot of money is going to come together and make even more money, which for YouTube is going to be great, squad builders and stuff like that. There's so many possibilities, so to me it's just much better than us both running different accounts. You see in here I get the first walkout I got of the year, I think. One of the first walkouts anyway, Verratti. Now some of these are on different accounts, and this is something else I wanted to explain, how throughout this whole process there is about 3 or 4 different accounts I've used. Transfer coins on there, do different SBCs, but of course all the coins I get from doing them does go back onto this joint account me and George are running, which is why we now have over 1 million coins. And these packs here are just some of the best packs we've got, and hopefully by the end of this episode you've seen some of the best packs we have and why we have as much money as we do on the account. Okay, so also in this pack right here with Icardi we managed to pull ourselves a Martial, which is obviously a massive money maker, about 60-70k right there, as well as the Icardi in the pack adds up to about 70k. And sometimes you don't even need to pack like a mental player, like Martial is not even a drop down. Sometimes you don't need to pack a mental player to be able to make a lot of profit from the packs, and hopefully you'll see that with some of the packs in this episode. Some of them are really good actually, there's a lot of drop downs, a lot of walkouts, but generally we make profit on every account we make, which is always a good thing. You see in his pack another Verratti here on a different account, and this is it, you know, we've packed the same walkout 87 rated twice. I don't know how much Verratti sells for, but it's a decent chunk of money, and just players like this are always good to help us with the joint account. Now in this series we want to do a lot of things. Right now on our trade pile on the account we have, I'd say, about 500-600k worth of investments, and in the rest of the series, every episode after this, I want to show you what we're investing in, why we're investing in it. I want to show you what we're doing with our team and why we're doing that with our team, and just things like that. I want to go into depth in what we're doing in the account and show you why, and hopefully it can give you some tips as to what to do on your own accounts. I'm not quite sure how well we're going to do on the account. I'm not quite sure what we're going to make our priority. We might make squad battles a priority, we might make FUT champions a priority, which I always thought it would be, to be fair. This pull right here you're seeing is a one to watch Yarmolenko I pulled, and this one was actually on my main account. This is how I've got as much money as I do on my main account. I've got about 250k on my main account at the moment, but I've basically got the massive chunk of that from Yarmolenko. It was about 70k, and I decided that I'd sell him for whatever reason. Pretty much the week after he ended up getting an inform, so that turned out to be a stupid move, but nonetheless I was happy with the money I did get for him. There was another one to watch pull at some point as well on the joint account. George managed to pull a one to watch, I think what's his name, Nelson Semedo, I think, from Barcelona, the right back anyway, so that was a good pull. And the reason we had so much money to start with on the joint account was George packing players like David Luiz and that. He was pulling good players out of hats basically, and that's how good we were doing. You've seen us pull a Mane here on one of our various other accounts. So you're seeing the kind of quality of players we've got. Obviously it's not been easy to get to 1 million coins. There's been a lot of time invested on my part whilst George has been on holiday to open packs and stuff like that. But obviously with me going on holiday on Tuesday, and I will have to schedule videos by the way, but I'll talk about that later. With me going on holiday on Tuesday, George is going to have a lot of time, which I'm sure he'll enjoy, to open packs himself. Anyways, you've seen us pull a walkout Benzema here. I didn't think he'd be a walkout because he's only 86 rated, but he is. Decent player, shouldn't be that high rated in the game, but he is. So yeah, anyway, holiday, going away on Tuesday, going to try and get some videos scheduled up. I should definitely have a career mode scheduled up. This is Morata as well. This is Morata, a player who we've packed many times since starting all these accounts. Got a Matic there as well. I've packed so many Moratas now, it's actually a joke. On the joint account I've got him as an untradeable in a 2-player pack. But yeah, going away on Tuesday, going to try and get some career mode scheduled up, hopefully some added time, and obviously this video will be one of the ones scheduled up whilst I'm away. So you're seeing us here getting inform. This inform is going to be Murphy from Nottingham Forest, 79 rated, decent discard value, but I think if I remember rightly there is another player with him in the pack. Turns out there isn't another player with him in the pack. Anyway, moving on to the next pack. This one is a 50k pack. I don't know who we're packing this, but I'm about to find out, and I'm sure I'll remember it as soon as I see it. here we're going to manage to pull ourselves, oh that's it, Eric Bailly, a player who I packed twice, and funnily enough, and you'll see this in the next episode, I started a new account to open more packs, I think it was yesterday, and somehow I managed to get a 2-player pack from completing an objective, in which I pulled in Eric Bailly, which sold for 40k, Bernardo Silva, another player who I've packed many times. So honestly, if there's one tip I can give you, and if there's one thing that you should take from this video, that's if there's one way to make money in this game, that has to be through creating different accounts and doing SBCs. It's time consuming, it's boring getting loyalty, I'm not going to pretend it isn't, but honestly, you're looking at us right now, sat on 1 million coins in our joint account. If that isn't attractive enough to you, then I don't know what is. Look at this, another walkout, Handanovic. Just the amount of walkouts and good players you can get through doing it, and you're making your money back through opening packs. What can be better than that? You're opening packs, you're getting good players, and you're making profit. To me, that's the best thing imaginable in the game. We are going to pull ourselves a Portuguese walkout. Oh, this one's Pepe. This is another one I pulled on my main account, and I sold him during all the Halloween hat when all that first came out. You're going to see a lot of Halloween stuff in the next episode. That's basically going to be the topic of the next episode, Halloween or Halloween investments. Anyway, so you're going to see in this pack right here, we do manage to get ourselves a drop down in it. It's a very special drop down because it happens to be Uruguayan from Barcelona and also a striker as well. It's going to be Luis Suarez. This is by far the best pack you will see in this episode, and probably it wouldn't surprise me if it was the best pack I got all year. Hopefully not, but it probably is going to be. Great card there. Really didn't expect to pull a Luis Suarez, and that was basically 600k in the bank, which to be fair was a massive chunk of the over 1 million coins we have. But yeah, that's about 600k there, apart from all the other pulls we've got in this episode. And so to round it off, I am going to show you the tradable scream card we packed. I've packed many tradable scream cards since this pack, but this was the very first I got, and it happened to be Quadrado. So for a good chunk of money at the time, it was about 90,000 coins, which was all good. Since then, I've packed various ones, as I said just a second ago, and I will show you them in the next episode. The next episode is going to be a Halloween themed episode. We will be on the joint account itself, and we're just going to be showing you what we're doing. We're going to be building a team, and then obviously selling all the Halloween investments that we've got. But yeah, until then, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you next time.